What's up, YouTube? Today on the channel, Fin Fang Foom, very exciting card release. Seeing a lot of people play it in Ramp, Hela. I think the best home for it though is Arishem. Let's talk about it in the elevator pitch. You may have seen it on ladder so far. This card, Fin Fang Foom, very powerful, puts out a lot of power, but you need a way to play it or cheat it into play. With a lot of people playing Stardust to stop all the Dragon Lord-y, Ramp, Hela stuff, I thought Arishem, nice easy way to play it, pretty clean, has a lot of tech cards for this current meta, and can surprise people with stuff like Galactus, Goliath of course, Legion, Professor X, all kinds of Arishem stuff like usual, and Fin Fang Foom is probably the best finisher in the game, and we can play it easily on turn 6. That's the pitch, let's get into the card by card. You may notice my audio sounds a little different. My microphone up and died on me, so we're using an old webcam for audio. We'll get it sorted out. First up is Quinjet. This card is a obvious staple in Arishem because lots of cards that can get discounted by it, and that's pretty much it. It's Quinjet. It does its job. Yeah. M'Baku is here. I played this in the last Arishem deck I put on the channel, and it just consistently, first of all, surprises opponents, and also surprises me all the time when it comes out. Can win you games, and it's just solid. Honestly, in Arishem, you are generating a bunch of stuff anyway, and I'm okay dedicating one spot to win you the occasional unplayable lane. Just make sure that you always think about how it's going to affect your math at the end. Merlin, this card is here because it's very good, obviously, but chiefly because of Professor X. Sometimes I want to lock down with Prof X on turn 4, and I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Merlin gives you the skills you need to get in there and polymorph him up to a 6, or you can Omniversal Presence if you need to, if Merlin's underneath and you want to give it a little extra boost. So that's just a surprisingly good way to win some extra games, the Merlin Prof X line. Also, on its own, Merlin is just really good. Shadow King is here for man spider shenanigans that you want to shut down. Giant Scarlet Spiders, you're getting priority a lot in this deck, and so this is a good way to shut that all down from Show Laos. I mean, everybody knows Shadow King's just a good tech card, and we're allowed to play it because it's Arishem. We play pretty much all the tech like Shang-Chi. This card is still getting it done. It is certainly not as good as it once was, but I think that in this deck, slots are flexible enough that we can play Shang-Chi. Certainly, if you prefer a different tech card like Cosmic Ghost Rider, you can play it. I had it in here originally, but we cut it for stuff like Stardust. Stardust, I think, with all the people playing Ramp, playing Hela, even stuff like Nimrod, Stardust is just kind of the MVP a lot of times. I know that if the matchup is, you know, very susceptible to a Stardust and I draw it, I'm kind of always snapping. Ton of cube equity with Stardust, and sometimes you even want to save it for the end of the game if you have prio, but just be careful of your opponent sneaking stuff out before you play it. Professor X, I'm just an unapologetic Professor X lover, and I think that it's actually really well positioned against stuff like Show Lao. If you can get this down early enough and then support it with Merlin skills or whatever else you have, Professor X can just steal games by coming down on turn 4, and we do that obviously for free in this Arishem deck. Legion, I just love a good Legion scam as well. The thing about Arishem is it lets me play all of my goofy scammy cards, and Legion, I mean, it's too much fun to play this with Bar with No Name and turn off Limbos, tons of other things that you might not even think about, squirrels everywhere, Monster Island. Legion, one of my favorite cards in the game. Galactus, to be honest, this Arishem deck is essentially, a lot of times, just a Galactus deck. And it's one of the better ones in the game because you get to play Galactus every game if you want, then you get it on turn 5. That can just be super powerful. We're playing enough stuff beforehand that we have prio often because Arishem cheats mana. We play bigger stuff than them on curve. And then we have stuff like, of course, Goliath, which is an amazing follow-up to a Galactus. And that's really good if we have priority after the Galactus. Sometimes, though, opponents will play into that lane. They'll get a couple big things down. They have priority. And in that case, skipping right past Arishem, we have, of course, the new card, Fin Fang Foom, an amazing follow-up to Galactus as well. And in general, I'm sure you've seen just a gigantic beat stick can be easily like a 725. It wins lanes that opponents abandon because they think they already have it won. And I think that's its most valuable feature. So I've been really impressed with this card. This deck in particular has helped me through a very tough infinite climb. Not there yet, but I'm at 97 at time of recording, and I think we will get there in the next day or so. And it's all thanks to this. So check out the gameplay, and then we'll come back to wrap it up at the end. Okay, Zombie Galacti. See if we can't Galactus them. So I imagine they will try to go Asgard to draw. Oh, a little surprising. They're trying to move where they think I am not as well. Alter. Okay. Guess we just go Spider-Punk. Okay. We'll stick with it. I think there might be a way to cheese this game out. Okay, hit the Merlin. Takes away our Omniversal Presence answers for Alter. Scratch once in future. Madam Web? Okay, so we stop their draw a little bit. Filter in Merlin. Magic, interesting. I would have thought they would have tried to draw. Now, do we just go for this Galactus? It will go off. Neither of these cards are zombie cards. So, let's see what we destroy there. Gwenpool, that's good. Leader. Okay, we've got what in our destroy pile? Spider-Punk. Adamantium, bringing that back is not that good. We could go Shadow King Prodigy. They don't have enough energy to even play Zombie Galacti, and this way we leader their biggest thing. Okay. What do we get? Coulson. Nice. I don't mind that. Alright. We don't have a way to turn off Limbo yet, but see what we get. I guess we'll mold them. You gotta know when to mold them. Know when to fold them. Know when to snap away. kind of want to double up on the Master Mold. Only one in hand, so now they have 3. Well, they were going to do it to themselves anyway. Okay. Hobgoblin. Okay, they're Nimrod. Or something similar. So is it Eliath this turn or Stardust? Either way, I'm going to snap. Okay. Actually, I kind of like this Bast. Can't Spider-Man. I would have liked to this turn for Prowler, but oh, Mega Sentinel, and Baku. So they are Cerebro 3. And we have Red Skull, which is a hard counter. Spider-Man Leech, I guess? We got a Red Skull, so we got a snap. I'm going to commit to the Vortex. Nexus. Commit to the Black Vortex. No Ultron, please. Harnum. Give them Ultron. Galactus. Okay. Okay. I guess we might as well Carnage this Arnhem away. Proxima. I wonder if we can cheese out a... we cannot. Frigga's not going to get anything. Okay, Destroyer is good. They're also playing Arishem. Okay. Cool. We outraced them. Throwing Baku right. Thunderbolt's Tower, I imagine, will be a place they will ignore. Oh, I was going to play that Merlin, but I bet they were going to play that Electro eventually too. X23. Well, that's an unfortunate misdraw here. I'm gonna make him discard 2. And get rid of their Asgard draw. Unfortunately, I did the chamber early. Alright, hit the Fin Fang. Hit the Zabu here. Prof X. Nice. Okay. Power Stone is what I was hoping for. Time Stone. Not very helpful. Although we can Crystal and put down whatever we Crystal. Like this. We blink the War Machine. That's going to be... Oh, no, they don't. Okay. So it depends on what Time Stone gives. Of course, it's Thena. The only 0 cost I can imagine. But we still get it? Yeah. I got angry for nothing. I would like to Snow Guard Mindscape. I have not played a Snow Guard in quite a long time. Windjet, Nico. Alright, so they serve a 3, but why the Quinjet? I don't even know. Hela. Can maybe steal Hela. Lockjawing. There's Cerebro. Can we actually knock out their Cerebro? That's pretty sick. Playing to Rocket Pad, because they will probably. Discard deck. We might have a way to... Arishem. Moon Knight, that's nice. That keeps our Galactus safe for now. Just throw him a White Widow. Nexus. Alright, I think we should be able to Arrow Galactus Eliathan. Scorn. Alright. What's this? Blade, Scorn. We still have Prio, right? We do. Alright. Even with the meat, that was a little more dangerous than I had realized. Collector. Alright. Cool. Alright, so this looks like the typical Shola deck. Man. I don't really want to play any of this. I guess we'll just Deathlock. Opens up this lane for some potential shenanigans. Could just get 4 visions. I mean, that's decent. Stacking up agonies on the Maverick. Yuck. Shong this? If I Legion here, could that screw them up? Maybe. We get 2 Spider Hams. Okay. And then Shadow King? So what does Shadow King give us? This goes down to a 3, 6, and these are 10, that's 16, so I just got to get 16 over here. See if we wait a second if they'll snap us. Because I think the last thing they played was Scarlet Spider, so they're not showing this lane. It was entirely too close. Yikes. Baku. We always play to Asgard just in case they're trying that. Alright. Can we get Galactus off? I'm assuming Acid Arrow is coming for Sewer System. Do get a Wiccan. No Acid Arrow. We draw, but they have priority. They're gonna play the basic arrow though. CGR, Merlin, Galactus. Maybe that'll be enough for them to retreat. They do have 8 energy though. We really don't have a follow-up, but they don't know that. It's just like Ares, strong guy. Just Fin Fang Foom. Okay. Cool. I'm going to play into Limbo because ideally I'm going to turn that off. We have Legion. We're looking for Galactus as well. Ancient one. Let's hit him with a Black Bolt, see what we get. Waiting for their Electro play here. Okay, so Black Cat, Cow. Actually, let's go Typhoid. That's a little dangerous. Black Cat, Cow, Typhoid. Okay, they throw away a Bast. So this is not typical Lockjaw deck for sure. It's a Cerebro. Try this. Hopefully we can just Legion them. It's a really interesting C3 build. Alright. Are they like Scarlet Spider, Scarlet Witching? fast. They are Scarlet Witching. Is this Cerebro? Wow, the bar with no name. Clutch. That's huge. Thanks for checking out those highlights. Definitely impressed with Fin Fang Foom, and I think that it's very good in Arishem and pretty much everywhere else. Well-balanced card and fun to play. Home run. If you like the video, if you like these style of deck guides, go ahead and give a subscribe to the channel so you see everything else that I put out. Thanks everybody. Later.